Gentlemen, let me set the scene. I'm 9 days into what I thought was a glorious 21-day cruise continuous, effortless voyage. I was feeling like a millionaire, but then I discovered the secret. Ridiculous hoop. They make you jump through right in the middle. The one that caused chaos and one very awkward, very public display of outrage. Tell me now in the comments, have you ever done a back-to-back cruise on the same ship? Did you know about this mandatory mid-cruise rendezvous or were you expecting to just sleep through the whole thing? Let me know below. I promise you this, in the next 5 minutes I will tell you the single simple procedure that if you don't know it will make 240 people stare daggers at you, delay the entire ship and risk your reputation as a sophisticated cruiser. It's the mistake of the uninformed back-to-backer. When you book a continuous cruise in the US, say my 21-day itinerary, it's actually 2 or more separate cruises, in my case a 9-day followed by a 12-day. And that is the secret most people miss. The US requires a 0 passenger count between those cruises. Every soul, even those of us staying on, must disembark and go through customs control. It's like being evicted from your luxury suite for 45 minutes. So we need to do the gathering here at World Stage and then go through. Over here is where we get our card scanned. I didn't get my card scanned because I didn't go through the door at the 2nd. I was coming down from the cabin on the 7th, and when I reached 3, which is another entrance to the World Stage, I immediately entered. But it said like rehearsal going on. I was like, but the meeting is there at the World Stage. So I did go in and I entered the World Stage through those doors up there, which means I didn't get the card scanned as we sat around here. My cruise line, Holland America, was brilliant. They held the meeting point in the comfortable theater, not standing outside in the sun. We were treated like royalty. Well, without the drinks and without the snacks. So not sure what type of royalty. Anyway, the cruise scans your room card. So as you came, and I came through that door there, so we sit over here on these chairs to account for all 240 of us, back-to-backers. Nearly 10% of the ship. That's where the drama started. As we waited, 230 people were present, but we couldn't move. Why? Because a few late arrivals thought the procedure was optional. We waited and waited. We're talking about a theater full of cruisers who have paid good money for efficiency and comfort. And honestly, when we are sitting here and somebody comes late, we do complain and boo whenever somebody comes that was very late and was holding every one of us to be able to exit and go through the customs. When the crew started announcing cabin numbers over the loudspeaker, we were looking for passengers in 4022 and 6088. You could feel the collective eye roll ripple across the room. The cost? Not money, but the price of frustration, lost time, and a social, very serious faux pas. This delay sets a terrible tone for the next cruise segment. Now, before I reveal the story and the way to glide through this process and to avoid the back-to-back blunder, I need a quick moment to acknowledge our growing community. Thank you to Matt for giving me the crucial tip about the process that helped me prepare for this short story on the customs experience. And a big shout out to Jack for the Ask on Half Moon Cay, Holland America's private island. Actually, that is tomorrow, by the way. We appreciate all your comments. I'm just looking at Half Moon Cay. Gentlemen, if you are serious about avoiding cruise mistakes and unlocking those luxury secrets, you must subscribe. I'm about to give you the golden key to ensuring you are never the reason 240 people want to boo you. Hit that subscribe button now. Finally, they let us out and we rushed to customs. And then little by little, all the rows get filled up. They were filling this row by row. And then the first row over here, which is like the 4th from the stage, was actually the first one to get to the customs control. The glorious news, with the modern facial recognition, the actual process is lightning fast. Blink and you're through. So one by one we came and went through here to the store and then continue. Be careful, don't forget to go to the bathroom before coming here. We will have to wait a bit. And then also don't forget your passport, because although it's facial recognition, you might need to get your passport just to prove who you are if something goes wrong with the facial recognition.
I was tired of our cabin. We'd been together too long, like a worn out announcement of the mustard drill song. So while she slept through the sunrise, I read the daily fun times, and in the personal columns saw a note that defined my rhymes. If you like pina coladas.
But then the final twist. As I was walking away, I saw the stragglers, the late arrivals, finally appearing at the end of the line. And yes, the tired, waiting passengers started to boo. A sophisticated groan of disapproval. It was less like a cruise ship terminal and more like a poorly managed rock concert with a very, very small, very unpopular opening act. The cruise organizer quickly covered for them, announcing it was a medical emergency. Perhaps, but the lesson stands. Show up on time, the solution is simple. Be where the ship tells you to be when the ship tells you to be there.
Yes, I like pina coladas and the smell of the salt spray. I've already tried every bar. I'm ready for a new sea day. I've got to meet you by tomorrow noon near the Lido Deck fountain, where we'll plan our escape.
If you're a back-to-backer, you have a special assignment. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Bonus tip. By the way, I did the mustard drill again. It was simple enough. And I made sure my handsome face wasn't the reason the ship was held up for another minute. Turns out, if you've done it in the last 30 days, you might not have to. But always check your card and be ready. Now, you know what to expect, and more importantly, how to avoid being booed by 240 people. If you want more cruise knowledge, money-saving tips, and luxury secrets, smash that like button and subscribe. Until the next voyage, gentlemen, cruise smart, cruise sophisticated.